Hello, my name is Dave and welcome to Fore Golf. If you are new here, I make golf videos in Perth, Western Australia and sometimes further afield. Now, the aim of this channel is to track my progress from shouting Fore to having a Fore handicap. So I thought I'd actually try and take it back to the roots of that and maybe just do some little update videos on how things are tracking towards that. So I had two competitions this week. First one I had at Sun City. I had 29 points. Wasn't my best golf by any means. Definitely not my best golf. I have got some stats and I'll put them hopefully somewhere here if I've left myself enough room. Out in 14 points, back in 15. I started on the 10th hole. 2 fairways, just not good enough. Simple as that. Just off the tee was bad, really bad. So yeah, not good. Only hit 4 greens, 3 up and downs, wasn't any good. 29 putts with an asterisk because I had one hole where I didn't putt out, so let's call it 31 putts. 2 wipes, not good, not good. Playing off 10, I shot 89, so played to a 16.5. The aim is going the other way. So I started on 11.2 and I finished on 11.2. There was no change in the handicap to that. Today, Sunday, I played in the comp at my local golf club down at Lancelin. First time playing in the comp there. First of all, just want to say, amazingly hospitable bunch of people. I got there, it was the first round of their club championships. And I was like, oh, for sure, they're not going to let me play. But they did, they let me play. And not only that, they made me feel very, very incredibly welcome while I was going around. I actually played with the president and a couple of others as well. Everyone in our group won something. Whether it was, you know, a runner-up or a winner of your particular grade, and I won the longest putt, which, to be honest, not that long a putt, but as long as you could possibly get on the 9th hole. So none of the greens are big there. It's a very, very tough golf course from that point of view because you will miss so many greens. But it's an incredible layout, and I think with a little bit of money, a little bit of investment, some water, like that place would be phenomenal. So anyway, I went out in 43. I started on the 5th hole with an 8. That was nice, but then backed it up with a birdie, which was way better. And I think at that point, they kind of accepted that maybe I don't cheat in every single one of my videos. So yeah, started on 5th hole, out in 43, or rather the front 9 I shot 43, back 9 I shot 43. 5 fairways, which is a bit better. I basically stopped hitting driver after a little while because every time I hit a driver I had at least 1 penalty stroke. They do stroke and distance there, so you can come to the fairway and play your 4th shot. And pretty much that's what I had to do on every occasion that I hit driver. So I stopped doing it. I hit 4 greens. Again, not amazing, but the greens are tiny there, so it's actually not a bad result. Got up and down 6 out of 14 times. That was pretty good. You know, including one of those, I actually holed it. You know, so it was technically a chip in, but I putted. So, and it was for 6. But yeah, never mind. Putts wise, I had 30 putts, which again I thought pretty good. Although they are small greens and I got up and down a lot of times, but I had no 3 putts, and that was really important because they were actually rolling quite quick. Technically 1 white, but it was stroke play, so you know that white was just an 8 on my first hole. Shot mate. I played off 9 because of the way the slope rating is there. It's sloped at 115. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. They're doing that purely off of the length of the place, and that just does not do it justice. So I shot 86. That's a played to 15.7 because the scratch rating of the course brings it down to a 70 as well. And so no change in the GA again. So I'm going to go through this for each of the comp rounds that I do. Hopefully it's a bit brighter next time. Hopefully this looks all right. But look, we are aiming to get at least back into single figures. And as I talked about in one of the videos previously, I've got that bet going with a guy that I need to get to 4 before he gets a scratch. So we've got to try get it trending in the right direction. Overall, was pretty happy with how today went once I decided not to hit driver. And yeah, that was good. So we'll check in with the next comp scores when I have one. All right, so Saturday, I honestly don't know what the day is. A couple of rounds to go through. So on Friday, I played in the Pro-Am. So it was a scramble for the amateurs. So no handicap adjustment or anything, but played with Jordan Dool. He was our pro, top bloke, and yeah, really enjoyable day out there, even though it was miserable. It was a horrible day. Anyone saw my Instagram story from the day, wow, just a miserable day. But the company was good to say. Dooley was fantastic. And then, yeah, Wade, Brett and Ryan, my other teammates, yeah, really good day out with the fellas. And, yeah, so we came 6th overall. Yeah, handicap of 7, and we shot 5 under with a couple of bogeys, which, you know, we probably could have done a little bit better. But overall, yeah, pretty happy with that. I had a solo birdie on the 3rd, which was nice. And then, yeah, played the comp today at Sun City. So it was just a normal Stableford comp. But I decided, because they were playing, well, we didn't have the pin positions changed between yesterday, the Pro-Am, and today, our comp. So I was like, do you know what? I am going to play the back tees. I'm going to play as the pros would have yesterday. All right. Don't get me wrong, the conditions were a little bit better. It certainly wasn't raining today. But you know, I saw that there were a couple of scores from the pros that were like kind of like 86, 87. And I'm like, I've got to back myself. I've got to back myself to beat one of those. Look, long story not so short, I did. I shot 82 today. Probably the best I felt I've played this year. I think I've had lower scores than that. I think I've shot 80s and 81s this year. But off of the blacks, greens, quick and everything, because they're set up for not only the Pro-Am that happened yesterday, but the Amateur Open that was going to take place tomorrow, but I'm not playing in that. And yeah, I just played a really, really good round of golf. We started on 10. I think I was 5 over for the front 9, and then I was 5 over for the back 9 as well, including a triple, which hurt, if I'm honest. I hit an okay drive that hit a tree and then bounced into another load of trees, and I had to take a drop. So not a great bit of luck, to be honest, but you know, it ended up being a triple, so there was plenty of other things that went wrong in that hole as well. I think I'd hit 4 fairways, 5 greens, but I got up and down 8 out of 11 times, and that was really the difference in this round. It was a phenomenal effort getting up and down. So yeah, very happy with that. 29 putts as well. Putted really, really well. I think I probably had, you know, 5 or 6 putts of about 5 or 6 feet. No, but let's say between 5 and 10 feet that I hold that were really, really important. So I rolled it very well, and the greens were exceptional. So all of that, I was going into that, I was an 11.2 handicap. That I did have a flag round coming off as well. If you don't know what flag round is, the way the handicap is calculated is on the best 8 of your last 20 rounds. So those 8, you call them the flag rounds because they put a little flag next to them in your handicap. And yeah, so I had a flag of 11.9 coming off. Today was a play to 9.0 because it being off the black tees. And that brought the handicap down to 10.9. So moving in the right direction. I don't think I'm going to get another round in before I go back to work. Certainly not another comp. So that'll probably be where we stick until next time round, when I've got 2 weeks to try and bring it down again. Okay, so last competition before I go back to work. It was all right. I went out early, played on a Tuesday morning. I had 14 points out, which wasn't good, but I had a couple of wipes. Yeah, sorry. No, I had 1 wipe. I wiped the 4th hole, which was a bit frustrating because I didn't do a lot wrong on it, apart from a bit of a dodgy tee shot. And then, yeah, just a couple of 1-pointers just to kind of leave, or 3 1-pointers to leave me on 14 points. So, yeah, not good. And then the back 9, overall I shot 85. It was going better. And, yeah, last 4 holes, just not good. Like 3 bogeys and then a triple on the last, which was nice, after hitting the fairway. And then putting my 2nd in the water. So, yeah, not good. The greens had like a light coring on them. but no real excuse. The putts still rolled pretty good. It's just the major difference between today and the last comp that I did on Saturday was that the putts didn't drop for the most part. But on that, the actual stats through Arccos, so overall, and this is compared to a 10 handicap. I actually played off the black tees again, and it was off, I was off at 11, but let's judge it against a 10 handicap. Lost 3.3 strokes overall. Gained in driving. I did drive the ball pretty well, including some decent long drives as well. Lost it in approach and short game basically. Putting plus 1.1. I think maybe some of the putting stacks need to be tweaked a little bit. It didn't feel like I gained strokes on a 10 handicap putting today, but equally maybe I am just a better putter than that. I'd like to think it is one of the better parts of my game usually. 220 average drive, a 274 metre longest drive, which is 300 yards, big horse. 5 fairways, 4 greens, only 1 up and down. That's what killed me today. Didn't get up and down. So yeah, putts didn't go in, but equally, I probably didn't knock them close enough in the first place. But also only hitting 4 greens. Well, then I've still got to try and get up that many times as well. So, but yeah, 35 putts today as well. So not great from that perspective. So 29 points overall. I put it on my Instagram story, but 3 people asked me today whether I was entering the under 50 or over 50 comp because they have 2 on the same day. So that hurt a little bit. It was cold this morning. I had the beanie on and a jumper to start with, and then the Guinness hat came out and the walker. But yeah, it was all right. It was okay. It wasn't fantastic. It was but the major difference was, yeah, if a few more putts would have dropped today, then it would have been a better round. But so yeah, I don't think the handicap's going to change. I will probably stay at 10.9 until I'm back from work again. And the work continues. If in the next swing we could get back down into singles, that would be another positive step. And yeah, I'm going to try and squeeze in as many comps as I can in that next R&R that I've got. I've tried filming this one on the GoPro as well, so let me know. Like the first couple were filmed on my phone, just because I went old school for some reason when I got back in from the round. But I don't know. Let's see what the GoPro looks like, and we'll go from there. But if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and share it around with your friends. Here, my name is Dave. It's Fore Golf. We're trying to get that handicap down towards 4. It's a journey I'd love you to be along the road for. So I'll see you next time.